It was Judgment Day in Las Vegas today. Two teenagers who pleaded guilty to intentionally running down a cyclist with a stolen car and recording themselves while doing it got the toughest sentences that are allowed under their plea deals. And before I tell you what those sentences are, remember, there are two similar crimes like this that have been in the news in the last 2 years. One of them was this one in Las Vegas, right, involving these two teens, and one of them was in New Mexico involving 4 kids even younger. But the sentences today in Las Vegas were for the crimes committed in August of 2023. Back then, 17-year-old Jesus Ayala and 16-year-old Jzamir Keys rammed the car that they had stolen into a retired police chief as he rode his bike in the morning in Las Vegas. Andreas Andy Probst was from Bell, California, and the video of his killing went viral, showing the moment leading up to the impact and the sound that still haunts this case, the teens actually laughing about it. We're going to show you a portion of that video now, but we're going to stop it before Mr. Probst is struck.
Ready? Yeah. It is.
You may also remember what happened in court after the two kids were caught. Ayala and Keys were smiling and laughing and smirking at Probst's widow and daughter and flipping them the bird. Today, though, it was a very different scene, which is usually the sobering effect of jail. The two looked older and were stone-faced. Neither said a word, but the judge sure did, and she was visibly angry, even trembling at times as she read the defendants' own words back to them, including Ayala's claim that he expected this would, quote, just be a slap on the wrist.
And then the body hits the windshield, it hits the sidewalk, it rolls away, and one suspect says, hey, blank, that N-word got knocked out, and the other suspect says, shit, blank, we need to get out of here. And then when Mr. Ayala is taken into custody, his words, you think this juvenile shit is going to do some shit? I'll be out in 30 days, I'll bet you. It's just a hit and run, slap on the wrist. I am so offended by that conduct. So offended that when you saw that body hit your windshield and roll away, the first thing you didn't think was, oh my gosh, what have we done? And you just kept going and doing more and more illegal things. Clearly, I know you know now it's much more a slap in the wrist.
Yeah, it sure is, because this is what a slap on the wrist is going to look like. Jzamir Keys got 18 years to life in prison, and Jesus Ayala, 20 to life. Vanessa Murphy is an investigative reporter who was in that courtroom today. Vanessa, I don't know that I expected that. I sure am happy, though, to see such an incredibly strong penalty, long sentence. Did this feel like a measure of justice for the family of Andy Probst?
Ashleigh, it was certainly expected because this was part of a plea deal. Andy Probst's family still very much upset, still in the middle of grief. They were pleased that they finally had an opportunity to address the court and share their feelings.
So the judge was trembling. She was angry. And she has a lot of power in terms of the range in the sentencing. Do you know if she took it right to the max? Like, what could they have gotten away with?
So Nevada state law prohibits pursuing the death penalty because they were juveniles when they committed this deadly crime spree. So she gave them what was agreed to in that plea deal. And in Nevada, a question I get a lot is, why will they ever have the opportunity to leave prison? Again, that is Nevada state law. They have to be able to serve time and be eligible for the possibility of parole to start over.
Yeah, juveniles right across the country ruled by the Supreme Court, they cannot face the death penalty, so I'm not surprised about that. I am just really heartened to see such incredibly long sentences, like up to life. Because who knows if these kids are even going to be eligible for parole the way they've already shown they behave. Who knows how they'll behave during their prison sentences and whether they'll have that first crack, at parole. I doubt it. Did they apologize? Did they offer anything to the family of Andy Probst today?
They had the opportunity to give a comment. The judge asked them, as always, during a sentencing. They both declined to comment. But, Ashleigh, I can tell you it was certainly a different attitude, as you mentioned today. We've seen them appear to not take this seriously at previous court appearances. Today, it was a different story. Not much emotion, but not laughing about it.
Also, it's no laughing matter if they're going to adult prison. That's what I assume this is about, right? They're going to spend their sentences in adult prison, not juvie?
Yes, they will be headed to adult prison. I cover Nevada state prisons often. I can tell you they are a mess. You don't want to be in prison anyway, but our prisons in Nevada certainly need reform. So certainly, as you mentioned, another reason they are taking this seriously, or appear to be today.
That won't be comfortable. Yeah, won't be comfortable. Real quickly, they've got a wrongful death lawsuit against not only these kids, but also Hyundai, the car maker. Why Hyundai?
So the Probst family is arguing that Hyundai, there's a defect which makes it easy for these cars to be stolen. There are directions on how to steal these vehicles on TikTok. They're saying the company could have prevented that. We don't know the exact status of the lawsuit. We're looking into it. I did see some sort of dismissal within the lawsuit, but it is still open. So certainly the family wants to see more justice as a result of this case.
Wow, that's going to be a tough one. But how sad for their family. And at least this justice is delivered to them. Vanessa Murphy, thank you for this. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.